Chapter 2 Vyasa Uvacha Iti Samprashna Samhrushto Vipranam Romaharshinihi Pratipujya Vachastesham Pravaktomupachakrame. Ugrasrava, Suta Goswami, the son of Romaharshana, being fully satisfied by the perfect questions of the Brahmanas, thanked them and thus attempted to reply. Suta Uvacha Yam pravajvantamanopetamapeta dvaipayano virahakatara ajuhava putreti tanmayataya taravobhinedus tam sarvabhutahrudayam munimanatosmi. Srila Sutta Goswami said, "Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the great sage Sukadeva Goswami, who can enter the hearts of all, when he went away to take up the renounced order of life sannyasa, leaving home without undergoing reformation by the sacred thread or the ceremonies observed by the highest caste. His father, Vyasadeva, fearing separation from him, cried out, 'O my son, indeed, only the trees which were absorbed in the same feelings of separation echoed in response to the bereaved father.' यस्वानुभावमखिल मध्यात्मदीपमतितितीर्षतां तमोन्धं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि gurum muninam. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto him, Sukha, the spiritual master of all sages, the son of Vyasadeva, who, out of his great compassion for those gross materialists who struggle to cross over the darkest regions of the material existence, spoke to this most confidential supplement to the cream of Vedic knowledge after having personally assimilated it by experience. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayet. Before reciting the Shrimad Bhaghavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Naranarayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Munayas sadhu prushtoham bhavadbhirlokamangalam yatkrutah krishna samprashno yenatma suprasidati. O sages, I have been justly questioned by you. Your questions are worthy because they relate to Lord Krishna and so are of relevance to the world's welfare. Only questions of this sort are capable of completely satisfying the self. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktiradokshaje ahaitukya pratihata yayatma suprasidati. The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which men can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yadahaitukam. By rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires ceaseless knowledge and detachment from the world. धर्मस्वानुष्ठितः धर्मस्वानुष्ठितः पुंसां विश्वक्सेनकतासु यः नोत्पादयेद्यतिरतिं क्षम एव हि केवलम्. The occupational activities a man performs according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for marriage of the personality of Godhead. Dharmasya hyapavargyasya नार्तोऽर्थायोपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मैकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः. All occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Furthermore, according to the sages, one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. Kamasya nendriya प्रीतिर्लाभो जीवेत यावता जीवस्य तत्त्वजिज्ञासा नार्तो यश्चेह कर्मभिः. Life desires should never be directed towards sense gratification. One should desire only a healthy life or self-preservation, since a human body is meant for inquiry about the absolute truth. Nothing else should be the goal of one's works. Vadanti tattva viddhastvam vadanti tattva vadanti tattva viddhastvam yajnanamadvasyam yajnanamadvayam ब्रह्मेति परमात्मेति भगवानिति शब्द्यते वदन्ति तत्तवविदस्तत्त्वं यज्ञम् अद्वयं ब्रह्मेति परमात्मेति भगवान् इति शब्द्यते वदन्ति वदन्ति तत्तद्विदस्त्वं वदन्ति तत्तद्विदस्तत्त्वं यज्ञानमद्वयं ब्रह्मेति परमात्मेति भगवानिति शब्द्यते. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma or Bhagavan. Tat तच्छ्रद्ध्यध्यान मुनयो ज्ञानवैराग्य युक्तया पश्यन्त्यात्मनि तात्मानं भक्त्या श्रुति गृहीतया तच्छ्राद्धधाना मुनयो ज्ञानवैराग्य युक्तया पश्यन्त्यात्मनि चात्मानं भक्त्या श्रुतिगृहीतया. The seriously inquisitive student or sage, well equipped with knowledge and detachment, realizes that absolute truth by rendering devotional service in terms of what he has heard from the Vedanta Shruti. Atah pumbhirdvijashreshtha वर्णाश्रमविभागशः स्वनुत्तिष्ठस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्. O best among the twice born, it is therefore concluded that the highest perfection one can achieve by discharging the duties prescribed by one's own occupation according to the caste divisions and orders of life is to please the personality of Godhead. तस्मादेकेन मनसा भगवान् सात्वतां पतिः श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च ध्येयः पूज्यश्च नित्यदा. Therefore, with one-pointed attention, one should constantly hear about, glorify, remember, and worship the personality of Godhead, who is the protector of the devotees. Yadanudhyasina yuktaha karma granti nibandhanam chindanti kovidastasya ko na kuryat kataratim. With sword in hand, intelligent men cut through the binding knots of reactionary work, karma, by remembering the personality of Godhead. Therefore, he will not pay attention to his message. Therefore, who will not pay attention to his message? Sushrusho Shraddhadanasya Vasudevakataruchihi Syanmahatsevaya Vipraha Punyatirthanishevanat. O twice-born sages, by serving those devotees who are completely freed from all vice, great service is done. But by such service, one gains affinity for hearing the messages of Vasudeva. Shrunvatam swakatha krishnaha punyashravanakirtanaha hridyantasto hyabhadrani vidhunoti suhrutsatam. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul, in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, who is in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Nashtapraneshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavat yuktamashloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Tada rajastamo bhavaha kamalobhadayascha ye cheta yetairana viddham sthitam sattve prasidati. As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effects of nature's modes of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, and hankering, disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness and he becomes completely happy. एवं प्रसन्नमनसो भगवद्भक्तियोगतः भगवत्तत्त्वविज्ञानं मुक्तसङ्गस्य जायते. Thus, established in the mode of unalloyed goodness, the man whose mind has been enlivened by contact with devotional service to the Lord gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead in the stage of liberation from all material association. Vidhyate hridaya granti chindante चिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मनीश्वरे. भिद्यते हृदयग्रन्थिश्चिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयः क्षीयन्ते चस्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मनीश्वरे. Thus, the knot in the heart is pierced, and all misgivings are cut to pieces. The chain of fruitive actions is terminated when one sees the self as the master. Ato vai kavayo nityam bhaktim paramaya muda Vasudeve Bhagavati Kurvantyatmaprasadanim. Certainly, therefore, since time immemorial, all transcendentalists have been rendering devotional service to Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, with great delight, because such devotional service is enliving to the self. Sattvam rajastama iti prakruter gunastair yuktah para purusha eka ihasya dhatte. Sattvam rajastama iti prakruter gunastair yuktah para purusha eva ihasya dhatte. स्थित्यादये हरिविरिञ्च हरेति संज्ञाः श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनोर्नृणां स्युयुः. सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति प्रकृतेर्गुणास्तैर्युक्तः परपुरुष एक इहास्य दत्ते. स्थित्यादये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञाः श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनोर्नृणां स्युः. The transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness, and ignorance. And just for the material world's creation, maintenance, and destruction, he accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. पार्थिव्याधारुणो तस्मादग्निस् त्रयीमयः पार्थिवाधारुणो धर्मस् तस्माद् त्रयीमयः तमसस्तु रजस् तस्मात् सत्वं Sattvam yad brahmadarshanam पार्थिवद्धारुणो धूमस् तस्माद् अग्निस्त्रयीमयः तमसस्तुरजस्तस्मात् सत्वं यद्ब्रह्मदर्शनम्. Firewood is a transformation of earth, but smoke is better than the raw wood, and fire is still better, for the fire for by fire we can derive the benefits of the superior knowledge through Vedic sacrifices. Similarly, passion, rajas, is better than ignorance, tamas, but goodness, sattva, is best because by goodness one can come to realize the absolute truth. भेजिरे मुनयोर्ताग्रे भगवन्तमदोक्षजं सत्वं विशुद्धं क्षेमाय कल्पन्ते येनुतानिह. Previously, all the great sages rendered service unto the personality of Godhead due to his excellence above the three modes of material nature. They worshipped him to become free from material conditions and thus derive the ultimate benefit. Whoever follows such great authorities is also eligible for liberation from the material world. Mumukshavo घोररूपान् हित्वा भूतपनीतया हित्वा भूतपतीनया हित्वा भूतपतीनथ नारायणकलाशान्ता भजन्ति ह्यनसूयवः. मुमुक्षवो घोररूपान् हित्वा भूतपतीनथ नारायणकलाशान्ता भजन्ति ह्यनसूयवः. Those who are serious about liberation are certainly non-envious and they respect all, yet they reject the horrible and ghostly forms of the demigods and worship only the all blissful forms of Lord Vishnu and his planetary portions. Rajastamah prakrutayah samashila bhajanti vai pitrubhuta prajeshadhin श्रियैश्वर्यप्रजेश्वसः श्रियैश्वर्यप्रजेप्सवः. Those who are in the modes of passion and ignorance worship the forefathers, other living beings and demigods who are in charge of cosmic activities, for they are urged by the desire to be materially benefited by woman, wealth, power, and progeny. Vasudeva para Veda, Vasudeva para Makhaha, Vasudeva para Yoga, Vasudeva para Kriyaha, Vasudeva param Jnanam, Vasudeva param Tapaha, Vasudeva paro dharmo, Vasudeva paragatihi. In the revealed scriptures, the ultimate object of knowledge is Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. The purpose of performing sacrifice is to please him. Yoga is for realizing him. All fruitive activities are ultimately rewarded by him only. He is supreme knowledge, and all severe austerities are performed to know him. Religion, dharma, is rendering loving service unto him. He is the supreme goal of life. Saye Vedam ससर्जाग्रे भगवानात्ममायया सदसद्रूपया चासौ गुणमया गुणो विभुः. In the beginning of the material creation, that absolute personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, in his transcendental position, created the energies of cause and effect by his own internal energy. Taya vilasiteshveshu guneshu gunavaniva antah pravishta bhati vijnanena vijrumbhitah. After creating the material substance, the Lord Vasudeva expands himself and enters into it. And although he is within the material modes of nature and appears to be one of the created beings, he is always fully enlightened in his transcendental position. Yatha yavahito vahnir darushveka swayonishu naneva bhati vishwatma bhuteshu cha tata puman. The Lord, as Supersoul, pervades all things, just as fire permeates wood, and so he appears to be of many varieties, though he is the Absolute One without a second. Asau gunamayair bhavair bhuta kshukshen bhuta shrukshen asau gunamayair bhavair bhuta shukshendriyatmabhihi bhuta sukshmendriyatmabhihi bhuta sukshmendriyatmabhihi swanirmiteshu nirvishto bhunkte bhuteshu tadgunan. Asau gunamayair bhavair bhuta sukshmendriyatmabhihi swanirmiteshu nirvishto bhunkte bhuteshu tadgunan. The Supersoul enters into the bodies of the created beings who are influenced by the modes of material nature and causes them to enjoy the effects of these modes by the subtle mind. Bhavayatyesha satvena lokan vailoka bhavanaha leelavatara nurato devatiryanyaradhishu. Thus, the Lord of the universe maintains all planets inhabited by demigods, men, and lower animals. Assuming the roles of incarnations, he performs pastimes to reclaim those in the mode of pure goodness. Thus ends the first canto, second chapter, Shrimad Bhagavatam, entitled Divinity and Divine Service. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.